Do you know that tactic that if you fly low enough, you will be safe from radar missiles? Well, there is a way for you to actually hit a target even if it's flying low, but there is a catch to it. Hello guys, once again it's Matt. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get going, guys. So, yes, there is a way for you to actually bypass the tactic of flying low and still get a kill. Meaning that if you know what you're doing, you can actually still kill people that are really using that tactic, okay? So we're going to divide the video in two places. First of all, we're going to show to you guys how I did it in a gameplay. And then I'm gonna go to the replay section of the game to actually show to you guys on the sensor and show what is the catch, that it's not always that you can do this and you have to really kind of use a power creep. But let's do it. So yeah, here we are flying high, normal gameplay that I normally do, trying to choose a target that was flying high. But where are they? Well, they are not here, right? They are flying very low. So I was trying to use the TWS HDN, which is the high PRF mode or high pulse repetition frequency mode, which has more range, but it has a problem in low ranges and other things, not the point of the video. But I found a target that I wanted to shoot with normal TWS with medium PRF, and I shot it, shot the R27ER with it. And you notice how low of a distance this target actually is. It's very, very close to us, right? So the missile is already going there. So right here, I use a button to actually look where the missile is, and just before the missile hits the target, I basically lose the lock. That's pretty much what it is. That's as simple as it gets. It's kind of weird, I know. That first one, the target was kind of flying a little bit higher, but still, this one, he was really flying low. The radar was really looking downwards, and it still managed to get a kill. So I fired the missile, I clicked the button. I will leave the link in the screen right now what the button is. And just before I get a kill, I basically remove the lock. That's what I do. If you do this, the missile will continue on its path and it will not have the time to get the reflection from the ground to actually be destroyed. Does it work 100% of the times? No. But yeah, let's get to the replay to actually explain a little bit more about it. So here we are on the replay itself, okay? So it's the same gameplay. I'm here with the J11. You might notice if you watched my previous video that I am using the same gameplay that I did before. And we're going to click on to here on the sensor view. So again, I was actually trying to find a target that was flying high, because that's the primary target that you need to try to find when you are firing a BVR missile, right? But notice how there's nothing there. So I decided to look down, and eventually I changed to the normal TWS mode as you see here, because these ranges, they're not really good with the HDN, right? So I find a target that is flying very low to the ground, the F-15 over there, and I fire an R27ER. And I just continue to manage to get a lock, you know, to continue to have the lock. That's the normal thing that you're gonna do. You're going to continue to maintain the lock, and then shortly before it hits the target, or shortly before it is near the target, you basically lose the lock on purpose. But how do you know if a missile is actually close to the target? Well, you go to your controls and you find a specific button that will help you with that, which is, if I'm not mistaken, tracking camera, bomb, or torpedo, which is the weirdest thing ever, but it works for missiles as well. If it's not this one, I would be very, very confused, because I don't have any other button assigned to the button that I'm using for that. So I'm pretty sure it is this button. But anyway, yeah, you put a button here, and you're going to hold this button while you are looking at the missile going there. So just as you saw on the gameplay there, you're going to maintain that button clicked until you see the target very close to that missile, right? Once it's close enough, you're going to just lose the lock. You lose the lock, the missile, in this case, will continue to go near the target and kill the target. So again, let me show to you guys in the second target, and then we talk about the catch, because there is a catch onto it. I fire on an ET over there, and then I'm trying to find another target. I find another target, I shoot the missile, and I just pull to the left over here just to maintain kind of a good separation a little bit. And then I just click that button that I told you guys about, the tracking camera. And I'm waiting. And if you look on the gameplay itself, you will see that the radar is looking downwards. You know, it is looking under the aircraft. So if I continue to basically do the lock there, the missile will hit the ground instead of the target. And then when it's close to it, holding that button, I just click the button to lose the lock. And then it hit the target. It was just a crit. And what happens here is that this missile specifically, or any missile that has an INS or like a data link or anything like that, normally will have a lot. I mean, the thing is the INS, right? The INS will continue to make the missile go to where it last saw the target. So if you just basically lose the lock just before the target was hit, basically will continue to that flight path unless the target really changes the direction really quickly, because normally it doesn't happen. The missile will just continue to go there instead of going downwards and hitting the ground. Where's the catch, Matt? Well, that's the thing. Not every missile has INS. Like the Sparrows, they do not have INS. Does it work with the Sparrow? Yes, you can make it work. But, to be honest, it is a lot harder than you think. With missiles that have INS, like the R-27, R-27ER, the R-24R, missiles like that, or even the Phoenix, if it was a semi-active missile, right? All of those missiles, you could in theory do that. The Sparrows, the other missiles, not that much, okay? So it's another way of Soviet aircraft being able to stomp everybody else in the BVR, because they are already not, I mean, they are already kind of superior, right? So it's a little bit of a further push to that, so just bear that in mind, okay? It's a little bit of a weird tactic and maybe even unethical, but it does work more times than not, and you will be surprised on how many kills you get doing that. Does it work every single time? No, it does not, okay? Don't expect 100% kill ratios of that, but it can work better. You know, it's better than just maintaining the lock and waiting for the missile to hit the ground and not do anything. But yeah, basically this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See you.